Hey friend, it is Brandon Gustafson with Assisted Living Investing. Excited to have you here with me on the channel today. We are going to be talking about licensed versus unlicensed care homes for assisted living. So excited to jump into this topic with you today. I'm trying to also get this to simulcast into the Facebook group. So there we go. I'm going to see if I can get this thing to share over there. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it, so that's fine. Let's jump into the topic really quick. I'm going to share my screen and just remind you to get over to the website, assistedlivinginvesting.net. We're putting out a bunch of content there to kind of help you get things moving along, and I have a free resource for you, the business plan checklist, assistedlivinginvesting.net/BP checklist. We'll have a link kind of going down below, so you can go and grab that if you would like to. So make sure you go and grab that. A little bit of information about me. Again, we're talking today about licensed versus unlicensed care homes. And the purpose of what I do here at Assisted Living Investing is to um, help beginners grow their assisted living business, start their assisted living business. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. Some background on me. My name is Brandon Gustafson. I own and operate 2 assisted living facilities. I do that out of state. I live in Utah. One of my facilities is in Idaho. The other facility is in Colorado, and have been doing this since 2020. So for a few years, have secured over $1.5 million in SBA funding as well, and understand that process quite a bit. I have a master's in healthcare administration, so have a lot of experience just kind of in the healthcare industry, and am willing to share a lot of that information with you. If you're new here, make sure you type in newbie down below. And if you are an operator, have some experience with this, and maybe you're looking for the next one or want some guidance, type in operator down below so that I can see who is here, even if you're watching this after the fact. We're going to get into an opportunity to do some Q&A questions here as well. So make sure if you have questions, you're typing those in, and we can chat about those as we get further along in the call. I am going to really quickly put something on the Facebook group. Actually, I think I figured out how to do this. We'll see how it goes. And we're going to go ahead and post that there. Okay. Hopefully that goes. We're going to see a new system, and so trying to kind of orient myself. Let's get into the topic for today: licensed care homes. Let's talk about licensed care homes first. What is a licensed care home? Basically, they are governed by the state. They come in and the state, there's certain requirements that you have to meet. There's an application, you got to have policies and procedures. There's a whole process that you have to go through to become a licensed facility in order for you to operate that way. So as you're getting started, that at its core is what you're doing. You are then providing care underneath that license. So when you get licensed, it will tell you, you can serve this population, you can provide these types of services. It kind of limits you and pigeonholes you into a spot where this is who you're serving, how you're going to serve them, the services you're going to provide to them. It kind of gets you into that group. This license is going to depend on the level and type of care that you're providing, as I mentioned. So this could be based off of how many beds you have. It could be, are you doing nursing care? Are you doing something that's memory care? Are you doing something that's really basic? Something along those lines. There's different levels of care, different sizes of facilities. So if you kind of think of this as a matrix, you can kind of see what that would look like. You get licensed to fit into one of those squares inside of a matrix, and that's how you provide the care. You can also do this doing private pay or Medicaid. As a licensed provider, you can go to Medicaid and become a certified Medicaid provider. I talk a lot about Medicaid. It's something that a lot of people are not comfortable with. Oops, sorry about that. Not sure what happened there. Um, a lot of people are not familiar with Medicaid, and it kind of scares them, and that's okay. It's one of those things where it can be confusing. There can be a lot that goes into Medicaid and understanding what that looks like. So if you're interested in learning more about that, type in Medicaid. We'll make sure that you get some videos that help you along the path of understanding what Medicaid is and how it works and how it can help you. Because there's a lot in there that can give you some guidance to help you get started. But when you're doing a licensed care facility, you're able to do both of those, private and Medicaid. Now let's talk a little bit more about unlicensed homes. So when you get to unlicensed homes, there's actually there's a legal way to do this, and there's an illegal way to do this. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that you always go the legal route of doing things. You still are going to have a business. You're just not going to get a license to be able to do this. If you look at this in the news in recent years, you're going to see that there's actually some tampering down on the illegal unlicensed homes, especially in Arizona. I've seen this quite a bit down there because this is such a prominent industry. You still want to follow good rules. You probably should have policies and procedures, even though they're not required. These are going to be things that just help you understand what you should be implementing in the home. But you don't have to go through a licensing process. You bring people into the home, you care for them, and help them out just like you would in a licensed facility. You're just kind of going about it in a different way. For those that may be scared or confused at the licensing process, this could be a really good route for you. Or if you just don't want to deal with government stuff, this could be a really good option for you to consider as well. But really, at its core, you are caring for two or more unrelated individuals inside of a home. When we bought our second facility in Idaho, the person who had been running that facility, she wanted a break, but she still wanted to care. And so she created an unlicensed home and just ran it out of her house and had 2 or 3 beds and had those people come in and was caring for them. And she loved doing it. She just didn't want to do it for a 16-bed facility anymore. So it's very doable for you to do this type of a facility. When you get to this point, though, you are dealing specifically with private pay. They basically become tenants. You want to still follow the same rules. You want to still have rental agreements and those types of things in place just in case. Still have the same insurance, a lot of the same things, but because you're unlicensed, you're not a licensed provider, and therefore you cannot get certified with Medicaid, so you're not going to be able to accept that group of people. So if you are really dead set on wanting to help the population, the Medicaid population, and you know you're not going to be able to get those funds from people that are in that Medicaid population without you being a licensed facility, this might not be the best option for you. You might want to go the route of doing that. But you're dealing with something that's private pay and kind of helping them out through that process. So that's the difference between licensed and unlicensed. So who can you care for as you get into this? And really, all of these things apply to both a licensed and an unlicensed facility. You're dealing with the same populations. It could be mental illness, could be disabilities, formerly homeless. It could be somebody that has limited financial resources as well. You could be looking at the elderly. It really depends. Like who do you want to serve? What population are you passionate about? And you can build your home to do that. A lot of what I teach in my courses and things is there's 5 pillars, and the first one is building a business plan. We talked about this a few weeks ago in the live. Building that business plan, building that base, and getting that clarity for yourself on how you're going to move things forward helps you out a ton. And a big part of that is identifying who are you going to serve. When you do that, it gives you the clarity so that you can move things forward and get more, have more success in everything that you're trying to do inside of the home. So figure out who you want to serve. But in an unlicensed or licensed facility, you're going to be able to work with whoever it is that you want to serve, whoever is important to you and you want to work with. What about the care that's provided? Again, here, it's the same thing. You are providing assistance with activities of daily living, doing some meal prep, providing a room and bed for the residents to live in. For a licensed or an unlicensed facility, you're providing the same type of care. You're helping them get dressed, helping them bathe, helping them um, eat potentially. Like there's a myriad of things that go into this, and it really kind of depends on who again you want to serve. But you would be able to serve those people. You just have to be careful when you're in an unlicensed facility. You want to make sure you have the appropriate insurance coverage. Make sure that you're doing things correctly. And even though you're unlicensed, I would still highly suggest you go through a lot of the same processes. You document things. You follow all of the rules that you would in a licensed facility. It's going to protect you in the event that somebody comes in, you have cops knocking on your door saying, hey, you're an unlicensed facility, we need to see the type of care you're providing and the residents and the situation that they're in, and what that looks like for people. It's going to help people kind of get a good, just make them feel more comfortable in what you are trying to do as you are operating your business. So it's not going to be required in that unlicensed scenario, but it's still going to benefit you quite a bit to have all of that information in there, track it. It just protects you. So I highly suggest that you do that as you're going through and caring for your residents and helping them out. Um, I mean, ultimately, what we're here to do is help people, right? And the more we're able to document those things, it just proves that we're actually doing that, and it will avoid any potential bad things on the back end. So, what's best for you? Unlicensed versus licensed. Unlicensed facilities are going to have less regulations. They're going to have less oversight. If you don't like those things, and not very many people do, then going the unlicensed route might be good for you. You have to understand, though, in an unlicensed facility, you're not getting a 16 bed. You're not getting a 10 bed. You're going to be a much smaller facility. There's guidelines on what is approved and what is unapproved. Typically, what I see is like 4 to 6 in a state for an unlicensed facility. So you just are going to be below that threshold. So if you are really dead set on doing 10, 16, 20, 50 beds, you can't be unlicensed. It's going to be a smaller home. So just something for you to keep in mind. But you're going to have less regulation. You're going to have less oversight and give you more autonomy to work and provide the care that you want to provide to your residents, which is really great. In a licensed facility, it gives you some added credibility to the services that you're providing. So you can go out and market yourself as a licensed facility and do things. I talk to a lot of people where they start off unlicensed because they're waiting for the licensing process to start. And that could be unlicensed doing adult daycare or respite care, or even kind of doing the assisted living route just as an unlicensed facility while you're waiting for that license to come into place, which is going to allow you to generate more income as you get into this. So yeah, it's definitely an option for you to help you get started and get things moving along there as well. So hopefully that gives you some good guidance on that. What I would highly suggest that you do is not do something that's illegal. I don't want you to do something that's going to jeopardize you and what you're doing, what you're trying to build inside of your home, and the type of people that you want to serve. So I don't want you to do that for sure. I want you to spend time and do things that are legal and make sure things are kind of buttoned up and helping you get along. So hopefully that gives you some guidance. So any questions that you have, and I see somebody has put something in here about Medicaid. I'm pulling up a couple links for you right now so that you can get access to those. So I'll put those here in the chat. Let's see, becoming certified and Medicaid overview. But while I'm doing this, I want to remind you to like the video, subscribe, ring the bell as well so you get notified when I put out this content. We go live every Tuesday. I can put the content, what we're going to be talking about, on our Facebook group so you know exactly what's going on, when we're going to be doing that live stream to help you kind of get the guidance that you need there. If you have questions and you're trying to figure things out as you're getting started and need to know, something. Last time we talked about the life safety something I can't remember, but like fire codes and what that looks like, because I want to make sure I'm providing you with value. So if you have questions or things like that, you need some guidance on a specific video topic, type those into the Facebook group, and I will make sure I get those out to you so that you have the guidance that you need. Hopefully that getting those links over to you will be helpful. Those are some of the good, important, I guess, popular links that talk about Medicaid for you, Blossom Manor. So yeah, but I love interacting with people. Love talking with you. Want to remind you as well to get over to the website, assistedlivinginvesting.net. You get access to that business plan checklist. I forgot to turn the ticker on. So we'll have links for those on the YouTube, and if you need something like that on Facebook, then message me and I will get that over to you in Messenger as well. So you can get access to that, or just go to assistedlivinginvesting.net/BP checklist. You get access to that free business plan checklist. It sets the base for everything that you're going to be doing inside of your assisted living world. It's going to really give you the guidance that you need, give you the clarity on who you want to serve, why you want to serve them, what type of home you're going to have, and help you make some progress there as well. So highly suggest that you utilize that. And if you're interested in learning more about what it's like to work with me, get over to the website as well, assistedlivinginvesting.net/strategy, to set up a free strategy call. Or if you're interested in learning about the mastermind program, go to assistedlivinginvesting.net/mastermind, and we can chat about that as well. The prices on that, if you're watching this live, they go up today. So if you're interested in getting into that program, today is the last day to get it at the price that it's at. It will be going up by $1,000 at midnight tonight. So if you're interested in getting into it, make sure that you get in there. That is today, which is May 7th, 2024. So if you miss the price, if you miss that, program's still going to be active, but the price is going up. So just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. I'm super excited to help those that have joined the program as well. I'm over the moon for how just all the people that are interested in doing this, and so excited to get to work with you here in the next couple weeks after we get everybody onboarded, and some of the fun, exciting things that are going on there. So I just wanted to remind you of all of those things, and also remind you what I'm here to do with assisted living investing. I'm here to help beginners like you learn how to launch their assisted living business in the next year. I love helping people, coaching people, and guiding people. It's one of the things that just like gives me energy. I'm passionate about it, and it's so much fun for me. So I'm super excited to work with those that are joining the mastermind, and hopefully I can work with you here in the future as well. And does residential assisted living sound interesting to you, but you don't know how to get started? At Assisted Living Investing, I'm here to help you through the process, start to finish, to learn the ins and outs of investing in assisted living so you can get that time and financial freedom that you are seeking. Well, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. And let me know if you have any questions or need any extra guidance, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.